Part 1. Introduction and Setting Explanation. The story begins with the protagonist lying in a sterile hospital bed, feeling weak and vulnerable. The description of the faint hum of machines and the empty hallway sets an eerie atmosphere. Shadows dancing along the walls and the sinister movements create a sense of unease. The flickering light at the end of the corridor catches the protagonist's attention, drawing them into its ominous glow. Part 2. The Mysterious Nurse. Explanation. In this part, the protagonist notices a figure bathed in the flickering light. The description of the nurse's pale and lifeless appearance adds to the unsettling atmosphere. As she approaches, her unnatural grace and silent footsteps enhance the sense of unease. The nurse leans over the protagonist, whispering chilling words that instill panic and terror.
Part 3. The Lingering Fear. Explanation. After the nurse disappears, the flickering light returns to normal, leaving the protagonist alone in the sterile hospital room. However, the feeling of being watched persists, creating a haunting presence. The shadows seem to whisper secrets, and the silence holds a malevolent aura. The other nurses also exhibit similar lifeless characteristics, further intensifying the protagonist's fear. Occasionally, the pale figure of the nurse reappears, serving as a reminder that the protagonist is never truly alone.
The haunting hallway explanation. In this part, the protagonist must venture out of their hospital room and into the dimly lit hallway. The description of the flickering fluorescent lights and the long stretch of empty corridor creates a sense of isolation and foreboding. The protagonist's footsteps echo loudly, adding to the eerie atmosphere. As they walk, the shadows seem to twist and contort, creating unsettling shapes that play tricks on the protagonist's mind. Part 5. The Whispering Shadows. Explanation. As the protagonist continues down the hallway, the shadows seem to come alive, whispering in hushed voices. The description of the shadows dancing along the walls and floor adds to the sense of unease and paranoia. The protagonist can't help but feel as though the shadows are watching their every move, their whispers growing louder and more sinister with each step.
The Whispering Shadows. Explanation. As the protagonist continues down the hallway, the shadows seem to come alive, whispering in hushed voices. The description of the shadows dancing along the walls and floor adds to the sense of unease and paranoia. The protagonist can't help but feel as though the shadows are watching their every move, their whispers growing louder and more sinister with each step.
The Sinister Revelation. Explanation. In this part, the protagonist stumbles upon a hidden room tucked away in a forgotten corner of the hospital. The description of the door covered in peeling paint and the rusty lock adds to the sense of neglect and secrecy. As the protagonist cautiously enters the room, they discover a collection of old medical equipment and files, hinting at a dark history. The room exudes a malevolent energy, leaving the protagonist with a chilling realization that they are not alone in their fear.
Confronting the unknown explanation. As the story nears its climax, the protagonist must face their fears head-on. They gather their courage and delve deeper into the hidden secrets of the hospital. The description of their trembling hands and racing heartbeat conveys their trepidation. Each step brings them closer to uncovering the truth, but also closer to danger. The suspense builds as they prepare to confront whatever lurks in the shadows.